It's an HP Omen. Alright, so this machine crashes predictably. It's slow, it runs hot. We're going to fix that. So we've got, what did I just do with it? I just had it in my hand. Right there, an SSD, 980 mvme m.2 SSD, 1 terabyte from Samsung, installing in a performance laptop. Alrighty. Eventually I'll get another camera so I can direct it right over the hardware I'm working on. But right now I've only got one working camera, so we're just going to have to deal with that. I invite you to show up live, show up, say hi in the chat at South Bay Tech Guru's YouTube chat. Give me a phone call at 855-434-8787. That's about it. Alrighty. If your machine randomly boots, gets stuck at boot, those are the two most common reasons your storage device fails. Alright. It'll be interesting to see how many screwdrivers we need for this repair. Let's see here. We got 2, 3, 4. Don't get too frustrated if your screwdriver doesn't work. You could always try a different screwdriver. It's not necessarily stripped, but you will strip it if you try too hard with the wrong screwdriver. Okay. Okay, we are almost in this machine. Okay, so this particular screw seems like it does not want to give up. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, cool. Got it. What I'm going to do is give up. I'm going to throw the screw out. When I get it out, I'm able to move it out. Either someone's repaired this machine before or it got damaged just through normal use. Okay, yeah, it feels like it's stripped. Let's try a different screw. I made a different screwdriver. This is a Phillips head screwdriver, by the way. So is this other one, but I'm having better luck with this one. Oh, man. Go slow and stay firm on it. Try not to change the amount of pressure you have. Yeah, one of the fastest ways to screw up a screw is to not put enough pressure into it and going too fast, which is why most technicians will remind you not to use a power tool. Alright, almost there. Yeah, we're going to throw the screw out. We're almost there. Okay, we are going to throw this out. Hold on, here, that's trash. Don't throw it. Alrighty. Alright, we are almost there. Spudger, do I have one over here? Let's see here. Do I have a spudger right here? Let me go get one. Excuse me. Spudger, spudger, spudger. Let's just use. Oh, there's one. Alrighty. Okay, so what a spudger is, it's a piece of plastic. It's basically a plastic knife. It's also a soft plastic, so it's not as hard as the plastic you're tearing into, so your chances of damaging that plastic are less. Okay, the only problem with these soft ones is that they can tend not to, or they can buckle before you get it underneath. Sometimes you luck out with these laptops. If you have access to the hinge, there we go. Right behind the hinge, there's a bigger crack to split it open. There. Good. All right. I promise, if you stick with me, I'll have other cameras in the future so I can show more detail about the smaller jobs like this. Alrighty.
Looks like a ring on the inside.
Yeah, this is the inside of a laptop. See, we got a fan here and a fan here for cooling.
Okay.
His storage sits right here and here. But his system, the part we're replacing is this part.
Yeah, like right
Yeah, this piece of metal here,
here? Yes.
what's under there is bad.
Okay.
Here we are. Here's the inside of an HP Omen. Alrighty. Actually, is this an HP? Yeah. Yeah, it looks a lot like my Lenovo. Here, you want to do me the favor and hold on to that?
Yep.
So yeah, I gotta go into my screw kit and replace that one screw we're gonna throw out. So anytime this needs to be revisited, that screw is not our problem. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so we're going to pull in the new terabyte drive. While you're in here, you could replace your other drive if you'd like, but you don't have to. The mechanical drive is still a valid technology, but it is a slower one. You can put your, you can save a lot of money by sticking with a mechanical drive and putting your storage on that, and then just operating off of the SSD. So, battery's unplugged. Now we're going to gently put the replacement drive on. And then we're going to put, did I hand you the drive, the old one? No, it's right there. Okay, cool. No, there was no, people are texting me from everywhere. Okay.
Should I throw this away?
Yeah, you can throw that out.
Okay.
Alrighty. If this was a more sophisticated repair, one of the things I like to do is take a picture. I mean, in this particular situation, I'm actually recording it. But if this was not an everyday thing I did, if you're interested in doing your own repairs, take a picture of everything before you touch it, especially if you don't do it all the time. Because sometimes these cables need rerouting, and you don't want to accidentally route them incorrectly. That can be problematic. Okay. Oopsies. Yeah. Magnetic screwdrivers are a huge help. There. We are good. Now I'm going to plug the battery in. What? Say that again?
Someone else maybe ding.
No, that's me. Well, someone else is texting me. It's my Macintosh making the ding. Alright, cool. Battery's plugged in. SSD is physically in place. I'm sorry I can't show you tight detail. My camera is too far away, and I don't have a working second camera. It is coming soon. While we're in here, we're going to get rid of some of this dust. Probably, the customer did say it runs a little warm, so we're going to get rid of some of this dust. Do I have compressed air? Let's see here. Do I have a compressed air can? Yes, I do. All right, I got that $3 or $4 can of air, and I was able to blow out a fair amount of dirt. So this machine might run slightly cooler. Okay, so now that we've put this back in place, let's go ahead and take this cover, put it back gently, don't push too hard. This is not a highly resource of repair, but you do want to be gentle when putting things back. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, don't get frustrated if you can't get in these machines. Sometimes there's hidden screws under rubber feet. Usually, HP hides them under their rubber feet. That's not the case this time. When we fire it up, we'll find out exactly what model this is. It just says Omen on the outside. Yeah, it just says Omen. It doesn't have a model number, but when it fires up, we'll find out. So now we're going to reinstall. I'm not actually going to close it up right now as far as screwing it tight. I just want to make sure I don't short circuit anything or damage anything on my desk. So I'm just, at this point, going to take our copy of Windows. You know what? I think I told him we were going to put 11 on here. Yeah, so I only have 10 right there. Let me go get a copy of Windows 11. Alrighty. Windows 11. Windows 11. Where is our Windows 11? There we are. There's our Windows 11. Just a tip, if you feel like becoming a techie, you can keep your stuff organized. Like, I know that this, with a fair amount of certainty, that this is my Windows 11 versus this here. This is Windows 10.
Oh,
We're live. Hi, Tater. Was your walk good? All right. Tater, did you have your walk? Tater tot? Yes. Okay, let's turn this on. Drum roll. Let's see here. It's on. No display just yet. Well, that's interesting. We have no display. Okay, the power light is lit. Okay, cool. That took a second. Oh, you know what? His CMOS battery might be failing. The reason I can tell that is because it just gave me a BIOS error. That's because I unplugged the battery, so I didn't short circuit anything when putting the new drive in. Alright, so we're just going to let it reboot.
Let's go.
It's fine, you can speak.
Oh, I can speak?
Yeah, you can speak.
Okay.
Just put it right there.
Okay, we're gonna go.
You're off? Alright, have fun.
Hi. He wouldn't come back. It was too hot out there.
Got it, no problem.
But he did his thing.
Good, thank you very much.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so.
Alrighty,
See you, Chris.
bye-bye.
Hey. Your earphones are over here.
Thank you.
Here, want
Alright, so I'm going to plug this in, since I don't know the health of this battery. Plug it in. Okay, it just hung there. Okay, so now it's plugged in. It's got the Omen logo, and now, so, I know I'm not able to articulate visually, but I let this thing sit here for almost 30 seconds before I saw anything. You have to understand that that's actually normal expectation. So now I'm staring at the Windows bootloader, and I'm going to hit next. If you want details, you could always ask me these questions live in the chat. And then as I build the studio and get more cameras, I'll be able to put a camera right at the screen here. Right now we only have one screen. Okay, accept, next, continue, and there we are. Okay, so in this case, drive 0, this is not intuitive if you don't do this every day. Drive 0 is his secondary drive, drive 1 is his primary drive. Don't let that confuse you. And in this case, we have two identical drives as far as size goes. The mechanical drive is a 1 terabyte drive, giving us 931 gigs and a half. Also, the same amount of storage available on the data drive. Yeah, the data drive and the SSD. Sorry, I think I lost my train of thought. My verbiage got backwards. Both drives, both the old mechanical drive and the new SSD, are both 1 terabyte drives. All right. So we're going to format the new drive, and there we go. This has been a very straightforward, sort of a quick and dirty repair. This particular machine will probably only take another 10 minutes to reinstall Windows, and then it's going to take another 20 or 30 minutes to do updates. We'll restart, play around on YouTube or anywhere else online, just to see that it's a reliable setup. Sort of like a mechanic driving around for a couple miles after they finish up a rebuild. They want to make sure it's reliable. We want to make sure, the reason you want to play with it isn't just to make sure it doesn't crash, you also want to make sure it's not overheating and that you don't have any other anomalies that might have been unrelated. Oftentimes a customer that doesn't necessarily know how to articulate their problems shows itself to me. I can recognize what's actually going wrong. I've had people totally misdiagnose or totally use the wrong verbiage trying to diagnose their technical issues. Alright, this has been a very brief interaction here. This is just going to be me staring at Windows for a while. I'm going to take off, but I figured this was worth showing off live. I do invite you to show up. If this is sort of content that you find interesting, show up in the YouTube chat. That'll keep me more busy. And of course, give me that phone call at 855-434-8787. Obviously, you could save my channel for when you have your own technical issues. And maybe you won't ever have to talk to me live ever because you found your fix. So I do invite you to show up. Give me that phone call, 855-434-8787. And that's pretty much it. I go live whenever it makes sense and point the camera at either me, the customer, and or the work. I'm going to take off. Goodbye. Have a good day. Just remember, put your screws back. Don't forget. And I'm actually going to take this extra screw that was bad and pull one out of my screw kit. So don't feel bad about getting stuck. You might end up not doing anything wrong except find the right screwdriver. I think that's really the only big short tip I could offer before I take off. Be patient with your screws. Be patient with the plugs. That battery, it's a delicate connector. What else can I offer? Yeah, just don't get excited, especially when it's an easier job like this. If you think this is an easy job, it technically is, but you get sloppy when you get too comfortable. So always